Hey y'all. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit, but just been busy living my life and whatnot. But yeah, I want to talk about this whole Godfrey thing. This Negro is in his fifties. Bruh, why are you so mad? This Negro is like the ultimate panderer. Okay, and I just finished watching Paris Milan's video. I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description. She was talking about how he's had sex with white women and all that, and still talks about all this pro black stuff, and it's just like this Negro is confused. Excuse me, this Negro is so confused. He doesn't know what the hell he wants. He doesn't know, and just like most black men, it's the abusive relationship that black women have with black men. You don't want us, but you don't want anybody else to have us either. You don't invest in us, you don't provide for us, you don't protect for us. It's like we have to beg and plead for you to be men. We have to beg and plead for like basic shit that like grown men are supposed to do. And like with other races of men, I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to beg and plead for them to do basic adult shit. And then it's the fact that they think that black women are angry with black men. I mean, to an extent, yeah, because we're the least protected person on this planet when it comes to our counterpart. But the other part of it is that we're just simply opening up our options. Like black women are the only women or the only people rather that statistically speaking are the least likely to date and marry out. But now that's changing because we're seeing that one, like KSC said, one-sided loyalty is for suckers. We're finally breaking out of the spell that our grandmothers and mothers couldn't break out of. Engaging in one-sided loyalty to black men to only get what in return? Crumbs. You lucky if you get that. So we're just simply opening up our options. We're leveling the playing field, and they're mad. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. This reminds me of a situation that happened to me in high school. I will never forget. Um, I think I was like 10th, 11th grade. Um, I went to this after school program for tutoring because I always struggled in math. So my school provided, like after school tutoring sessions, and you had to go to another school, which was like on the other side of town. And so one of my classmates who was a white guy, um, you know, he was like, well, since I'm going that way, and because he lived on like the west side of town, and I lived on the south side of town, and the place where we had to go was on the east side. So like he had to like pass, he had to go by me to get there anyway. So he was like, well, I can just come pick you up and then we can go together. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that works. Um, so yeah, like he would pick me up and drop me off home. And when a few black boys at my school found out, And you would have thought I killed their whole fucking family. You would have thought I killed their whole motherfucking family. They was like, I heard you was getting picked up by a white boy. You got this white boy pick you up and drop you off. I'm like, yeah, he offered it. Like, why wouldn't I accept it? Like, why would I turn that down? Like, I'm not trying to sit on the wait for the bus, the nasty city bus. So, to make a long story short, the black boys got in their feelings. The black boys that never paid me any mind you, they never paid me any mind. But they saw me in that white boy's car and went the fuck crazy. So tell me why. Oh, and also the white boy, he never asked me for gas money, and he would get me something to eat too. Cause like and everybody, and they swore up and down that I was fucking this white boy, and I wasn't. I was still a virgin at that time. Okay, they swore up and down that I was fucking this white boy. And I'm like, no, he's just a decent human being. He wants me to get home safely. Like, he just cares about my well-being. He's just a decent human being. He doesn't want sex from me like you niggas. You know, like, black men feel so entitled to black women's bodies, but give little to nothing in return. Like, it's fucking sick and delusional. Um, but yeah, so a few weeks later, tell me why another classmate, which was a black boy, he came one morning, he came to my house and picked me up in his brother's souped out, I think it was a BMW or Mercedes, I can't remember. But it was a luxury car. I mean, it was like the early 2000s, so it had like the rims and the speaker system, and it was like sky blue. Like, it was niggered up. It was just a real niggered up pimp my ride shit. And he picked me up from school and dropped me back home. And he did it one time and never did it again. So I'm like, oh, so you was just trying to compete with the white boy. But see, what the difference with the white boy is, he picked me up and dropped me off for several weeks. He didn't just do it one time. He did it for several weeks. Okay? And he would buy me food. He would, like, we would go to McDonald's when, fast food stuff, because you're in high school. You don't have a lot of money. And he would feed me. This nigga picked me up and dropped me off at school, picked me up from school and dropped me back home one time to try to compete with the white boy. And like, it didn't, like, you just look silly. Like, you can't, like, first of all, you're in your brother's car, dude. You don't have a car. The white boy had his own car. Now, mind you, it was a hoopty. Of course, because, most high school kids don't have brand new cars. They have hoopties. He had his own little hoopty. He wasn't borrowing his brother's car, to pick a girl up from school and drop her home. So, like, I don't know how you thought you were going to compete with him. Like, you borrowed your brother's car one time to try to stunt on a white boy, and you look stupid. You look dumb. Like, I was so, girl. It's so funny how black men, they know at the end of the day, they're getting scared because now they have to compete with other races of men, because black women we're finally opening up our options. Finally, we are extremely late to the interracial party. But hey, better late than never. And black men are getting scared because they know at the end of the day, they just don't measure up to other races of men. And it's going to be really, really hard for them to compete, because a lot of them like to engage in role reversal. And a lot of them are beta feminine males. And those kind of men are dangerous. Those men that like to sit in their feminine, you better watch out, girl. You better run far, far away because you're going to have a life of fucking misery. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know, sis. Don't do what I did. Be better than me. I'll tell y'all that all the time. Be better than me, honey. Because I was a whole bird. A whole dumb bird. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say. These black men are mad, and I don't give a fuck. We swirling, and we not gonna stop. So get over yourself. Go get your Becky and leave us the fuck alone. And we gonna get Brad and we gonna mind our own fucking business, okay? Because Brad likes paying all my motherfucking bills. Okay? Brad likes being a man. He likes being in his masculine. Fuck out of here. You can have Tyrone, Becky. You can have him, sis. Good luck. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. That's my spiel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you can, and I will catch you guys in the next one.